doing something a little bit different today. We're actually going to be going book shopping, but I'm going to challenge myself to only buy one book only. And you already know that's gonna be quite a challenge because I can't control myself when I walk into Barnes & Noble. So this is the buy one book challenge. I'll show you guys my outfit before I go. Wearing this cute little cardigan, pants, my sandal shoes. And then I'm about to pack this bag to go book shopping. Do you guys remember when I said
I'm going to challenge myself to only buy one book only?
Yeah, so that's a trend I am trying to start. I'm trying to start this challenge where I go into a bookstore and I only buy one book. Little did I know that I have been deprived of buying books for a very long time. I have gone for a while.
And Barnes & Noble started to have a sale.
So here's what's gonna happen. Technically, I only bought one book. We're gonna pretend that that's the case because I went in for one book specifically that I was looking for. I saw another book that I had already read and I wanted the physical copy of because I'm doing a lot of rereads when I'm in a reading slump. And that one was buy one get one, so we're not gonna count those two. I'm sorry guys, I failed. I really tried, okay? I encourage you guys to try that challenge and tag me if you do. I'm still gonna try to be successful at this maybe next month or something because I'm officially in a book buying ban. So let's just kind of get into it. I'm gonna show you the books that I got at the store. We're gonna read the description, you know how it goes, and then I'm gonna show you a book that one of you guys sent me, and then I'm gonna show you a book that I got from the free little library, then another book that I bought a while ago that I don't think I have shown you guys, so we can have a little bit of a book haul situation. And here's the book that I went in for because in Haley Family Trust, if on Instagram, she's been talking about this book, and I think she recently posted a video where her husband picked her TBR, and this was one of the books that she really wanted to read. This is a science fiction book, which will technically be my first science fiction book. I'm not too sure about the genre, but I do like Star Wars and stuff like that, so I don't know, maybe I'll like it. But science fiction book, I've never read anything like it, so I'll read you guys the description and then we can kind of go from there. And his name is Pierce Brown. No idea. This is a trilogy. It's called The Red Rising. It says, I live for the dream that my children will be born free. She says they will be what they like, that they will own the land that their fathers gave them. I live for you, I said sadly. Yo kisses my cheek. Then you must live for more. His wife taken, his people enslaved. Driven by a longing for justice and the memory for lost love, Daryl will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. I need to start another series? Not really, but we're gonna keep this in the back burner. I have to read it. I'm gonna be in a book buying ban, and I'm also in a book reading slump. This is a disaster, okay? This one I already started reading. So this was the whole buy one, get one situation. I'll tell you guys my mindset behind this thinking. So this is called The Lonely Hearts Book Club by Lucy Gilmore. Okay, the last name, it's really throwing me back to this. It's a vibe, okay? So this is a fiction book. It's not a romance book. I was craving something not romance and not fantasy, and I feel like every single book I own is pretty much just that. We get another fiction book. This is called This is called The Lonely Hearts Book Club, and the description says, everybody has a reason to get lost inside a book. Sloane Parker lives in a small contained life as a librarian in her small contained town. She never thinks of herself as lonely, but still she looks forward to that time every day when an old curmudgeon, Arthur McLachlan, I don't know how to say that, okay, comes to browse the shelves and cheerfully insult her. Their sparring is such a highlight of Sloane's day that when Arthur doesn't show up one morning, she's instantly concerned. And then another day passes and another. Anxious, Sloane tracks the old man down, only to discover him all but bedridden and desperately struggling to hide how happy he is to see her. Wanting to bring more cheer into Arthur's gloomy life, Sloane creates an impromptu book club. Slowly, the lonely misfits of their sleepy town begin to find one another, and in their book club they find the joy of an unlikely friendship, because as it turns out, everyone has a special book in their heart and a reason to get lost and eventually found within the pages. I love books about people who love books, and this just like this is the first time I feel like I've gone into the bookstore and I've been reading a lot of the back of book descriptions, and I just went in without a plan and I just picked out a book after reading the description. And I need to do that more often because you can just kind of stumble upon gems like this. I'm excited to have this book in my hands because I was getting really into the whole Addicted / Cowboy Sisters series, and then I didn't have the physical. My dog's right here. I didn't have the physical copies for most of them. I only have, I think, the first 2 books. But after reading Kisses Sky, that's when I actually got into the series. This is Ross and Connor's story, and they're just my favorite couple, and I'm really looking forward to annotating this book and just reading it again. I feel like I could definitely fly through this, and it will be just great to get me out of my reading slump. I wonder if I can count a book that I've read within the year twice for my reading goal, because I'm really behind. There's no way I'm gonna read 100 books this year, okay? Like, I'm giving up on that dream. And down of the other books that I got, I was recently really in the mood for Stephanie Garber's writing style. So I got the Carabao book number 1, and I'm actually already on page 124, so I have a dent. I have read the first 100 pages of like 10 books, and I need to pick one to read because I'm just like in the biggest reading slump ever. May was horrible. I think I only read like 3 books. Honestly, I feel like everyone was in a reading slump during the month of May. I saw Destiny Sibel's video this morning where she's trying to get out of a reading slump, and that's exactly how I felt throughout the entire month of May. The busiest month ever. We had my husband's graduation. I got some news about my work, where I work right now, and then just so many things. I'm probably gonna be making a video where I do some live updates because there's quite a few new faces here in my channel. I wanted to just kind of do an introduction and just kind of tell you guys a little bit more about me. But anyways, getting back to the book situation. So this is the description for this book. Okay, actually it's a very long description. Let's get into it. It says Scarlet Dragon has never left a tiny island where she and her sister Tella live with her powerful and cruel father. Now Scarlet's father has arranged a marriage for her, and Scarlet thinks her dreams of seeing Carabao, the faraway once-a-year performance where the audience participates in the show, are over. But this year Scarlet's long dream of invitation finally arrives with the help of a mysterious sailor. Tella whisks Scarlet away to the show. Only as soon as they arrive, Tella is kidnapped by Carabal's mastermind organizer Legend. It turns out that the season's Carabal revolves around Tella, and whoever finds her first is the winner. So I actually had no idea this is what this book's about, and I just literally spoiled some stuff for me, but it's okay. Scarlet has been told that everything that happened during the Carabal is only an elaborate performance, but she nevertheless becomes enmeshed in the game and love, heartbreak, and magic with the other players in the game. And whether Carabal is real or not, she must find Tella before the 5 nights of the game are over. A dangerous domino effect of consequences is set up, and her sister disappears forever. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm really intrigued now that I actually read the description. And one of you guys actually sent me this book. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find the note that you guys gave me. I have a wish list link down below, and you guys don't have to send me any books. I just wanted to explain to you guys how she was able to send me one. I don't really get books from followers that often. I usually just get books from publishers and other booktubers, but I'm really excited to yeah, share this with you guys. I'm already reading this and I'm really deep into it. So this was sent to me by Read Books with Ellie, and it says, "Hi Karen, I love your videos. I don't know if you have this book, but I wanted to get this book because this book was actually the one that introduced me to booktok last year." By the way, I do have a booktok account. I'll go ahead and link that down below. I loved it, and I hope you do too, from Ellie. So she sent me A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett Sinclair. This is actually my second book by this author, and I really like her writing style. So I'm gonna go ahead and read you guys the description in a minute. I think this is a dark romance, even though I haven't seen a lot of spiciness so far, just a little bit. This Persephone is a goddess of spring in title only. Since she was a little girl, flowers have only shriveled at her touch. After moving to New Athens, she hoped to lead an unassuming life, distinguished as a moral journalist. All that changes when she sits down in a forbidden nightclub to play a hand of cards with a hypnotic and mysterious stranger. So I'm gonna read about this one because I don't want to give anything else away. It's really fun so far. I'm like way over halfway. I'll talk to you guys about this book in another video. And then let's see what else I have. Went to the Free Little Library. I have donated a lot of books to the Free Little Library, and it's actually packed right now, so I picked this one up. This is actually a book of the month. I was so happy to find a book of the month. That means that somebody within my neighborhood actually has a subscription, and I think that's just so cool. I found this thriller. It's called The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark, and I'm gonna read you guys the description. I actually read it yesterday. Yeah, look at the little book of the month sticker right there. It says, "She's back. Meg Williams, Maggie Littleton, Melody Wild. Different names for the same person. Depending on the town, depending on the job. She's a con artist who erases herself to become whoever you need her to be. A college student, a life coach, a real estate agent, but nothing about her is real. She slides alongside you and tells you exactly what you want to hear. And by the time she's done, you've literally lost everything." So yeah, that's really intriguing, and I'm super excited to read this when I'm back in my thriller era. So this was essentially the only book that I was planning on getting was this one, and you already know what happened. Just a quick recap: we were trying to only buy one book in this trip. It was a challenge that I set for myself. Obviously failed this challenge, but we're definitely gonna try it again at a different time. But yeah, I encourage you guys to try the buy only one book challenge and tag me if you end up trying it. We're gonna try this again, and hopefully we'll be successful. Just like any challenges, you're kind of meant to fail, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and close up this video. I have a lot of really fun videos planned. I'm just in a really big reading slump, and once I'm out of it, I really plan on getting back into it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.